Hello, guys. Good morning to you all. So this is Lex Education. You're welcome back to the channel. Now I'm on the BTC USD chart. BTC is Bitcoin. Okay. So I want to show you what's been happening in the market for the past few months. Actually, on the 16th precisely of November 2024, that was last year. It was the end of last year. Okay. That's I posted a video on Bitcoin. I gave a review and analysis of Bitcoin, and that actually coincided with the period when Donald Trump, okay, was announced as the president of the United States of America. Okay, so I just needed to have a look at this video, and I'll tell you what I expect Bitcoin to do next. Okay, the market has been on an uptrend for the past 2 years. And of course, remember, if we say the market has been on an uptrend, it doesn't necessarily mean that there are not going to be pullbacks and all of that in consolidations. Okay, so there definitely are going to be stuffs like that. Okay, so this is the weekly chart. We already had our first level rise. We already then got back and got our second level rise. Then we got back and got our third level rise. Okay, so this was actually a reset for the next part of the movement the market was going to make, and that's exactly what happened. But then the market decided to extend to the bull run, or the so-called Trump news that people are talking about, is actually like an extension, okay, of the third level rise on the weekly time frame. And I'm going to show you something for those of us that are used to, or that know about for those of us that know or have an understanding of, this is the monthly time frame. For those of us that have an understanding of price action, now you're going to notice something. You're going to notice something. Whenever we have three touches, okay, of a particular trend line, you know what that means. You know what that means. So I'm not going to say much, but then the mistake a lot of us tend to make whenever we're faced with things like this is that we start buying because the market has already started rising. Okay, so that's what we call FOMO, fear of missing out, because you don't want to miss out on the trade. You don't want to miss out on the trade. You jump in and then you see the market reversing on you, and the panic button is clicked. Okay, so the wrong, or one of the things you want to avoid is jumping into the market right now to say, I want to buy Bitcoin, I want to buy Bitcoin. It's already late for you to buy. Okay, it's already late, because what I expect to see the market do right now is this period, during the course of the next few weeks, I expect to see the market consolidate, play around this region for a while. Okay, it might even go up to maybe 96, 97 and all of that. Okay, but it's just going to play around those region, and then we'll see a sharp drop before any other thing. Okay, so the point where it's going to drop to, I might not really be able to ascertain now, but one thing is certain: when it drops, we might get to as low as 60 something thousand. Okay, I'm not the owner of the market. All these are just my speculations, or my predictions. We might get to as low as 60 something or 70 something thousand, and then the market is going to become a lot more clearer for me to know the next thing to do. So guys, I just needed to let you know. Here we go. So you've seen all that I said was going to happen actually happened. Remember when I gave the call, okay, Bitcoin was somewhere around $88,000 or so. Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here. It was somewhere around here. Okay, and I said that it was going to play around this region, okay, and then finally give us a drop. You know, I said it was going to drop to as low as 60 something or 70 something thousand. So let's have a look at this particular candle here. This particular candle is actually gave us a week at $78,000. Okay, so, and if you're, yes, I know a lot of us are still expecting the bull run, which is very true. The bull run is going to kickstart any moment from now. However, if you're thinking of buying Bitcoin just immediately, you might have to think again, because it is still looking strongly bearish. Okay, so what I expect that the market would do, okay, like I'm very quick to mention, all we do here, or all we say, are mere speculations. We do not own the market. Okay, we could say it's going to buy here and it ends up selling. We could say it's going to sell here and it ends up buying. So do your own research. Okay, and this is not a financial advice or investment advice. This is just a trade idea from a forex trader. Okay, so I expect that, looking at what we have here, I expect that the market is still going to drop to, at least, when I say at least, it can actually drop even further. Okay, but I look at the weekly time frame, I expect that the market is definitely going to touch my 50 moving average. I expect that the market is definitely going to touch my 50 moving average. So, and this particular color, so whether it's going to continue dropping further below that, I might not really be able to ascertain that right now, but then I know that it's going to definitely touch. So just in case you're looking at buying Bitcoin, I would advise you hold on a little bit, okay, and watch the market drop to the 50 moving average and give us a pattern. Okay, so it gives us a pattern. Okay, we should be looking at something like a W. Okay, something like a W around this region. So should be expecting to see something like a W around this region. So let's say this. Okay, so that might happen. That might probably happen somewhere around here. Okay, or might still drop further and the pattern will be giving issue somewhere around there. Okay, so that's my prediction on Bitcoin. Okay, so I just want you to stay tuned, look at the charts, monitor your charts before you make any movement. Remember what I always say, because we said it's going to turn, okay, around a particular region, does not mean that as the market gets to that region, you jump into your trade. No, all you need to do is to, when it gets to that region, keep an eye, open your eyes wide, okay, and watch out for the patterns. I always say it. If you want to buy, try to watch out for an obvious an obvious W pattern, okay, before you take a buy trade. If you want to sell, try to always watch out for an obvious M before you take a sell trade. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.